Well, good morning everybody. What a lovely Friday morning it is too. Look at those beautiful blue skies. We've had 2 days pretty much permanent rain for 2 days. So lots and lots of flooding about everywhere. We've come to one of the little quiet woods, and today we're just going to be looking for my favourite, the Scarlet Elfcups. And we're going to have a little look, we're going to take some pictures, going to see how many we can find, have a little chat about them. So let's go on and see what we can spot, shall we? Looking through these cut branches on the floor here, and I've come across the first of the Elfcups. There we go. Isn't he lovely? Look how long that stem is. Very unusual to have a stem that length. He's had a few nibbles, something's had a nibble, but that lovely scarlet inside, that bright red inside of the cup, and on the outside you've got that pinky colour, brown, like a creamy pink. There we go. If we can get him a bit, I'm sorry, but it's very sunny this morning, but there you go, that's better. Look at that long stem coming out that little twig. That's what he's growing from. I can't see any others, even the tiniest small ones coming from it, but we'll lay him back and we'll see. Of course, very often used in oriental cooking, stir fries, etc. Some people eat them raw in salads. Some people put them in other mushroom meals just to add a bit of colour, I think. Apparently, I've not tried them, but apparently the flavour is nothing to write home about. But then, you know what mushrooms are like. Some people will love certain ones, some people will think they're boring, some people will think they're a waste of time picking. I think you'd need to pick a few of these to make a decent meal, but I suppose for colour you could add them, and I would preferably cook them. I don't think I'd risk eating them raw, but some people do. Some people they might affect, some people they might not. Like all mushrooms, we're not all the same, so you might get the odd tummy upset. But there you go, lovely first little Elfcup of the morning, and let's see if we can find some more. Now, I'm not sure if anybody else can see what I can see, but if I just pan round a little bit, you should be able to spot a lovely Elfcup. Just about there. So let's have a little look. This time we've got a big Elfcup. As you can see, he's a bit covered up with leaf litter, but that's a lovely big Elfcup. He must be on a, there he is, on a tiny little twig. Look at that tiny little twig that he's on. I'm trying to get out of the sun. It's a very sunny morning, but it doesn't help when you're trying to video things. But there you go. As you can see, he is quite a size. Let's see if it, there we go. There's that crusty looking outside, and there's that beautiful, beautiful red centre of the cup. Isn't he beautiful? Not so long his stem. If you notice, the first one we found had that great big long stem on him. This one's a lot shorter, on a lot smaller piece of wood, tiny little thin twig. There's still again only one, but he's a lot bigger, huge cup. So I guess for those people who do eat them, something like this would, if you had a dozen or so of these, it'd be quite big enough for a meal. But again, as I've said before, I've never eaten one myself. I often think I should try one, And but I hear so many people say it's not worth it, they're not got much taste, and then you'll read someone else saying, oh, they're lovely, I love them just fried, gently fried in a piece of butter and garlic. But I don't know whether to take one or not, to be honest. I might do, we'll see at the end of my walk. When I show you what I've got, we'll see if I've got any in my bag. So there you go, lovely Scarlet Elfcup. And as we know, the saying is that when it fills with rainwater, the elves can come down and have a little drink. There's folklore about when they're full up with water, the fairies bathe in them. I guess our minds can come up with some wonderful magical stories about them. But there you go, the lovely Scarlet Elfcup. And I'll put him back and we will carry on and see if we can spot some more. And I'll take some pictures as well. I'm just taking my time here. I'm being very careful because I've spotted a Scarlet Elfcup, and I think I've spotted 2 Scarlet Elfcups. So I'm going to keep going very slowly. You'll be able to see the first one. There's the first one, look. See that one there? Oh, we got another one hiding under that leaf litter. So that's a nice one there. Another one hiding under the leaf litter. And then further up here, we look. What a wonderful, wonderful group of Scarlet Elfcups. Aren't they amazing? They are absolutely amazing. I've never looked over this area of the wood for Scarlet Elfcups. I don't know why. I guess when you find some, each year you'll go back to that same area hoping you'll find more. And you forget that there's possibly lots more places, even in a small wood like this, where you're going to find them. But aren't they amazing? They are just absolutely amazing. That has made my morning. Look at that beautiful, beautiful clump of Scarlet Elfcups. I'm just trying to clean some of the rubbish away. I mean, that is a big, big Elfcup. Look at that, 2 lovely big Elfcups. Aren't they amazing? Now, they would be worth eating, but I'm going to leave them because I want to take some pictures, and if anyone else spots them, I'm sure they'll want to take some pictures too, although there are people that come here foraging, so they'll probably, next time I come, they'll probably be gone. But we can always put a little bit of leaf litter over them, keep them covered up. But there we go, aren't they beautiful? And there's the other 2, look. These were the first 2 I saw. I didn't realise there was more. I'm just cleaning around this area, see if I can find some more in the leaf litter, but there we go. So I'm going to take some pictures of these and just enjoy them, basically. Look at the sunshine on them. Isn't it beautiful having the sun shining on them like that? Here we are with those 2 lovely big mature Elfcups. Aren't they lovely? Perfect in every way, undamaged, lovely and shiny and clean inside. Look, that's where the rain water will gather, and that's where the elves will drink from. So aren't they lovely? Really are lovely. Of course, most of the time I find these probably from about December. If you're really lucky, I might get a few early in December, but then they'll start, usually the main ones will start coming out around January and February into March. Might get a few late ones lasting till April, but that will be about it. So this is the ideal time really. Mid-February, what are we, mid-February, coming up to the back end of February, and the weather's not too bad. We've had lots of rain, so that's ideal for them because they love it to be damp, they love it to be dark, they love it to be mossy. They're usually growing on buried twigs or twigs that are covered in moss that have been laying on the forest floor for a long while. So that's the best time to try and find them, around about now. But aren't they lovely? There you go, look at that. Perfect example. Two lovely big Scarlet Elfcups. So let's move on. Here we've got a lovely little collection of Elfcups. Now if you remember, the first ones I ever found this winter were on a long piece of wood, and we followed that piece of wood up and they had these tiny little ones on like that. Well, these are those tiny little ones, and look how big they've got. Look how big they are now. So it just shows they will develop, they will get a lot bigger. If you give them time and just wait around for them, they'll grow into good size Elfcups. So let's carry on. Well, I've made it back to the car park after a lovely morning walk looking for Scarlet Elfcups, and I have to admit, for the first time I've picked 3 large Scarlet Elfcups to have a try. I've never eaten them before, ever, and I've decided it's not worth me keep telling you. Some people say they're good, some people say they're bad. The only way I'm going to find out is to actually try and cook a couple. So I've got 3 old ones and I'm going to give them a go, so that you will get it from the horse's mouth. I will tell you my honest opinion, whether I think they taste all right or not. I'll make sure they're cooked. Some people say you can eat them raw, but I'm not going to try that. The only thing I've ever eaten raw were jelly ears, wood ears. They're the only things that I've ever tried raw, and they are quite nice, I must admit. They're quite nutty, got a fruity, nutty taste to them. So that's what I'm going to do with these. Thank you for coming around with me. Thank you for staying until the end, and thank you so much to all those people who are subscribing. Every week we're getting more people subscribed. That is great. Even a like, even a thumbs up on the video can help us. It helps us build the video. We're gradually getting more and more people following us, putting comments down of what they've found, and we're getting lots of help from people who are far more knowledgeable about fungi than what I am. And they're helping a great deal. So we're finding lots and lots of what they call little brown mushrooms, which are in great big numbers and can be very difficult to identify. So I'm gradually picking them, taking a photo, smelling them, seeing what they look like, checking on them, researching them, so that next winter, when we do some winter videos, even those tiny little brown mushrooms that we come across, I can tell you what they are, because there are some about, and I sometimes don't video them because I don't know what they are. I really don't. If they're a decent size and they look interesting, I'll put them on and ask people for comments. But I'll always take photographs. I'll always pick one and take one home with me and try and research them. But it's such a hard job to try and learn all of those so-called little brown mushrooms. But I will keep trying. So thank you for staying until the end. So please feel free to share with your friends. Give us a big thumbs up. A lovely subscribe would be nice. And let's see how big we can get the channel. Let's see if we can get more and more people watching us and learning with us. That's what the aim is. People who go out for a walk and are not sure what they see, and we'll try and help them. Let's try and help them. Let's learn together, because we're all learning. None of us know everything. So thank you, everybody. It's a lovely day. So hopefully you'll all get out there this weekend. And when you are out there, don't forget, keep your eyes open.